Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. This is a ladder game, and it's between a pair of Russian players, Blinchik, and they're both playing Cybran. So we got Blinchik up here, Retribution noob, Espiranto, I guess, is how he's most commonly known, and map is Eye of the Storm. So there's a new ladder league system, which is basically I thought I had the sound bug there. It's basically this new ladder league system is like the ladder week, but you get 2 points for a win. You lose 1 point if you lose. So it started on the 1st today as the recording. We're recording on the 2nd, and so you can check out the leagues on the website under the competitive tab on the website. Click in there and you'll find the leagues, and they're separated into a few divisions. There's 1800 plus is the top division. I should really have the league open in front of me so that I can see exactly what the other leagues are. But yeah, top division is 1800 plus, so both these players will be in that division. Then we have 1300 to 1799. Then we have 800 to 1299. We have 300 to 799, and then we have everything below 299. Yeah, so basically looks interesting already. This 800 to 1299 bracket is very interesting. There's a player called M. Lawrence who has a score of 57 already, 29 wins and 1 loss. Crazy. So he looks like a very strong candidate for winning that bracket. Who do we have? We have Arno V2 and Popolyakov 73 also doing well. Popolyakov actually has a 100% win rate, 11 wins. Not bad. Apophanas is leading the 1300 to 1799 bracket with, again, 11 wins, no losses. Eisen is in second there. And at the top bracket we have Tagada and Robogear on top at the minute, but again, we're only 2 days in. This is going to last for the whole month of September. So it will end on Monday, September 30th. So you have lots of time to get those wins in, and yeah, good luck to everyone. Hope it encourages some more ladder play. I think it already has, honestly. I mean, there's in the 1800 plus bracket there's already 17 players, and I think at least more than half of them are actually over 2000 rated, so that's pretty great to have all that activity. Some players coming back. Now we'll get to the game we're actually supposed to be casting here. So yeah, go check out the ladder leagues, get in some ladder games. Retribution Noob has a couple air factories, only a single land factory now. Same for Blinchik, he has his 3rd air factory queued up. And we have a couple of Mantis down here. Mantis. No Mantis on the top side for Blinchik. Just a strangely placed scout. You'd think it would be further up. Some expansion. Look, this looks a lot faster than Blinchik, you can see here. No engineer expanding to here. Well, we have it queued up, but that's really slow. You can see Espiranto has sent an engineer to this one and an engineer to here. Blinchik sent one, and he's going to use the same one to expand to all of these mexes, so it's going to be slower for sure. And it looks like it's the same problem over here as well. Esperanto again grabbing the mexes faster compared to Blinchik. One upside though. Blinchik went to mid, and Esperanto does not seem to have sent any engineers to middle. I'm not sure why. Blinchik rushing a T2 mechs very quickly. It's not that unusual to make a fast T2 mechs in this map. You can see Esperanto is doing the same thing, but also, yeah, he messed up his power quite a bit here. Actually, that's painful. He's also assisting this factory a lot, so that's not too good. He should not be stalling so heavily. But there should be a massive advantage for Espiranto, a little one anyway, just from his faster expansion. If we look at the middle, you can see it's some nice reclaim along with these mexes for Blinchik, so that might even out some of the expansion differences. A few more units for Blinchik, but they're all going to the bottom. I think that's a mistake, honestly, because of course you have this tiny landmass. Oh, very nice bomber there from Espiranto. An expensive one because he was stalling so heavily while making it. He probably still is stalling. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Can't. It's a pretty bad mistake, honestly, to keep assisting this. But hey, there you go. It's not the worst thing in the world. So this bomber going to kill some mexes now, I guess. And actually, Espiranto going for the air fight as well. And that's very risky. But it looks like he got... Oh yeah, that's a brilliant fight for him. Completely destroyed air there. And that's terrible for Blinchik. You should not have allowed that to happen. Blinchik now with 2 T2 mexes and it's making extra land factories and now making naval factories. Can he afford to build all of this stuff? I think probably it's his second naval factory. Might be too much. If he has any intentions of continuing to eco, which I'm sure he does because I know Blinchik. So right now, Espiranto actually with he has the score lead thanks to the air fight, no doubt, and perhaps more air production. Oh, look at this. This is how he's going to use his air advantage. He's going to continue using this bomber. And he's going to make some gestures. So that's one of the great things about Cybern is this T1 gunship. A low-key, a very good unit. Outside of just normal jester sniping nonsense. So here it goes, attacking the weakest points on the map, which are, of course, these peninsulas here. The furthest points from reinforcements. Oh, no way. Look at that. Denies the factory just before it's completed. So that's a very nice kill. He probably should have targeted the engineer first before the mechs there anyway. But it worked out in the end. He didn't lose anything for it. He should probably not attack the factory. Needs to go continue raiding mass extractors all over. Anti-air is now being forced. Mobile T1 anti-air. Blinchik continues the economy. Espiranto is not far behind, and Espiranto now has an engineer in the middle to take that mass. We have a rogue transport flying around, and now it's gonna grab some units. You can see, yeah, these units, all these units from Blinchik can just get stopped by in the narrow landmass here. The ACU can stop them. Now he could have ran past while the AC was trying to, you know, build stuff here, build mexes, build stuff, factory. Could have attempted to run past. He could have also got caught by the AC if he tried to do that. But now, I mean, all these units are really wasted. These 3 factories should have been spamming, I would say, to this side. Oh, here comes... Well, now look, we've lost 4 mexes here to the jesters. And now that this drop is looking for somewhere to go, and he decides not to drop here. Oh, anti-air turret goes up just in time to do some damage. I don't think it's worth attacking it, actually. if I had to be honest. I think it's probably worth just killing the mechs and running away. But he takes it out. It costs him a jester. But that's okay. And now the drop lands here. Kills the engineers that were moving back here and the anti-air. Denies the factory once again. And now units are going to be required to deal with these 6 mantis that have been dropped. And there's jesters. A lot of jesters. Now at some point you probably want to stop making jesters, because having more and more and more of them may not give you an advantage. It may just give you more risk. Risk that you're going to lose them, because, you know, the thing is you can lose them all at once. You know, they can, if you lose air, they immediately become well, just a mass donation if they're on the opponent's side of the map. So it is risky to add more and more jesters. But he is continuing to do that. There's also the anti-air from the Cybern frigate can do decent damage to these jesters if he gets a few more of them. Oh, these mantis that were dropped are so nasty. Now killing anti-airs here for free. Well, almost for free. The anti-air will do a little tiny bit of damage if it hits. The mantis are too far away now. Espiranto still maintains air control. What was that? An inti. But Blinchik just carries on, playing his own game, trying to re-expand, get his mechs back as quickly as possible. Now, he could easily be sniped here, actually. This is a big problem. There's no anti-air on his AC, so if all these jesters come over, I think Blinchik just dies. Well, there's only 6 as of now. And yeah, T2 air, that's what we should expect here. And I would have hoped for some adjacency, but there you go. Time to really rush this P-gen. Get back on the air production afterwards. And he should be easily able to outproduce Blinchik in air with that T2 P-gen. Some of these jesters, look, there's one there that has, what, how many kills? 14 kills on this one. I think we've lost a couple along the way, but in general, he's kept them alive. Is that another drop to this location? Once again? Or are those the same mantis? This whole peninsula has been denied for just so long. Jesters going after a Cybern frigate. Easily take it out. So it looks pretty darn good for Espiranto. This is a definite downside. His naval game has suffered because he put so much into the air there and into those jesters that he maybe neglected his. Oh no, this is the issue. He's made so many subs, and he's also not attacking the frigates, so the frigates run past the subs, kill the naval production. But oh, now this would have denied all these subs, but it did not get finished. It should get finished now by this horde of engineers, but not before a factory goes down with a half-built frigate in it. Torpedo launcher will get finished, and the last factory will be saved. Some of these submarines will die, all of them if they're not careful. So these frigates successfully take out the production, and the engineers assisting the production, but they will die as well to the torpedo bombers. And it looks like all of these subs are gonna die. That's pretty efficient torpedo defense there. T2 land also from Espiranto. Wagner's looking to run past, but that's not gonna happen in this case. Also PD's coming up. There's another Wagner, but it will be defeated easily by all of these anti-air. And Mantis over here. We have Mantis here again. A lot of mass here now for Blinchik. And this is quite nice mass as well from the submarines. Nice mass donation from the Wagner here. So it's not all bad, but it is mainly bad. Now this Wagner needs to be killed. You need a bit more attention here to save the engineers and mexes and stuff. ACU is still just chilling. No, not much anti-air here at all, but a couple towers. The jesters are still alive. I would like to see some air staging to repair them, because air staging is T1 now. Oh, there is the air staging. He should bring them back and heal them, because they are injured and they also do have a little bit of vet. Would be nice to heal them up. So Espiranto has the map control advantage. You can see he's pushed all the way to here on the right hand side, and on the left hand side he's also pushed up past where Blinchik is, and he has the middle, so that's all good. But the differences are in the storages here. No storage in the base here, and Blinchik has had storages for quite a while. Storage is basically like another T2 max. It's very close to that. So you can imagine this as 3 T2 mechs over here versus none. That would be one way to try and visualize. And Blinchik is gone, T2 Navy. So the economy is very even in fact, despite the map control advantage for Espiranto. We have some suicidal tridents, but they are going to kill probably all of these engineers. Espiranto tries to save them, and he also has T2 Navy, and he's making first cruiser, and that is a bizarre decision. I have no idea why he would go for first cruiser. I don't think there's not really a scenario where you well, okay, let's say it this way. This is not the scenario where you would want first cruiser, and the scenario where you would is very rare. And Blinchik is denying the production of this cruiser as well. Needs a destroyer for sure. This Blinchik's first destroyer is now complete. Blinchik also has T2 air now, T2 P-gen. More T2 mexes being built for him. Anti-air going up. Let's see, what's up with this AC? We got a T2 commander with TML. And what is he going to target? Well, look at this. We have good targets here, and the TMD is queued, but obviously it is not constructed. Here comes the engineer that's going to build it. He's not going to be in time though, is he? As long as Espiranto shoots in time, these poor T2 mexes will be dead. You can see the units building. They're around the right at the beach where the Wagners would come up, and PDs as well, so that you can't really do any more Wagner raiding as the red player. It's not gonna work. Well, oh, instead he's going towards the main base, but there's also a PD there. Actually killed the torpedo defense, so that's not that useful. That guy was just under the water there. Took some torp damage and then gets cannoned in the face. What's the cannon called on this thing? Does it say somewhere? Proton cannon. Yeah, there you go. Proton cannon. Firing pure protons at the Wagners. Okay, that's another cruiser queued up. Okay, that's egregious. Why would you make 2 cruisers? Here, I can show you the stats even. So we have a Salem destroyer, which has slightly more than double the HP. And the direct fire naval DPS is also higher. Range is the same, and on top of that, Salem has fantastic torpedoes. So obviously in a direct fight, 2 cruisers would lose to even 1 destroyer. If you just go by the numbers. Certainly, these 2 destroyers are going to be far more valuable than these 2 cruisers now that this one's finished. I just don't see any purpose in it. Here comes some Corsairs. I'm not sure what they're aiming for. Oh, probably power, actually, by the looks of it. Oh, here comes... Oh, the TML hits. That's a second TML that's it. Oh, no, he could have sniped the HQ. Is he gonna? Oh, he's trying. 700 HP. Oh, 1200 now. You see it's being repaired quickly by the engineers. A lot of engineers. And there is TMD up just in time. The Wagner torpedoes are not going to finish off this factory, I can tell you that. Wow. Oh, yeah. Down to 3,000 again. So it is expensive. He's having to repair that HQ, but that HQ should be dead. If in the first pass he went for the HQ with the Corsairs instead of going for a P-Gen, that factory would be dead. And then perhaps he can continue on and kill power afterwards. So that was a very small margin there for Espy. He could have had a big win there, big attack. But it failed. The HQ survived on less than 800 HP. Blinchik was a bit lucky there, definitely fortunate. So many TMLs being fired and none of them killing anything. You can see, I mean, he's done damage, especially to this factory, but he has not been able to actually kill anything. So he did not kill these mexes, any of them. There's TMD now here, TMD here, TMD, 2 TMDs here, and also the cruiser provides fantastic TMD at a very long range. You can see this here is the range of cruiser TMD, which is, I mean, it looks like nearly double the radius. Something in Russian I cannot translate. Now T2PDs coming up as well. Classic Blinchik style. Defend, make economy, don't die, and eventually crush your opponent. You know, it'll take a while. Here comes Corsairs, and actually then the T2 Navy and T2 Air coming towards Espiranto's commander. The Corsairs are going after P-Gens. It's just not worth it. It's simply not worth it to send these Corsairs in to die and kill a single power generator. It's just not. Instead, he could do some nice micro. He could, you know, snipe the TMD. Just snipe the TMD with Corsairs. Easy peasy. And then you TML all the mexes, and then that's perfectly worth it. And you don't even necessarily have to lose all those Corsairs. If you go straight into the base, they are going to die and leave mass. So definitely a misplay, I would say. In his choice of targets, sniping power is really not that amazing. And he's actually built 3 cruisers. I thought the first one was bad enough. I thought the second one was outrageous. And when I wasn't looking, he built a third one. You can see Blinchik has just a single, and I think he built it for sort of TMD reasons, and also he's just being defensive and chilling in his base, making economy, and just basically soaking up all of these attacks and taking the reclaim. Let's check the reclaim numbers now. 13,000 for Blinchik, 3,000 for Espiranto. It's going to be more reclaim sent Blinchik's way. They're really struggling to get out of off this beach. And the PD is unfortunately shooting the ground a lot. But still, he runs into that much anti-air. They actually do kill Wagner's pretty quick. Oh god. Alright, let's look at the Navy. We have 4 destroyers. And 2/3 of one in the factory. 4 destroyers here and 3 cruisers. He could have 6 and 1 cruiser. That would be wonderful. So Esperanto does have more units in the Navy. He doesn't have any frigates, however. He doesn't have a mermaid. Mermaid would be nice. Gives you great stealth field. And it's quite cheap. Let's see how much is 600 mass, I think. Yes, 600 mass and 100 maintenance, and there's a lot of units coming towards Blinchik's commander. And now if he had a mermaid, you see, Blinchik would not have seen this. It's another reason, but here comes a lot of air. I see Corsairs on standby, perched on the cliff. And the units trying to get past these walls. These very potent walls, and all the cruisers and destroyers are now firing on Blinchik's commander. His shield is unupgraded, and so it goes down very quickly. And he's trying to run to the corner, trying to get out of range, and his T2 Navy is coming. At least, well, that looks like 9 or 10 Corsairs coming in. He dodges. He took some damage, but actually managed to dodge almost all the damage, and all of this static flak and T1 turrets have taken care of all the... Oh no. That Corsair just shot directly into the cliff. And the T2 Navy, almost all of the fire is being dodged. $2,000 HP now. More Corsairs coming in, but they don't get past the anti-air. And the T2 Navy has just been crushed completely. Of course, it's all targeting the commander, so when these units come in behind, they die very fast. More Corsairs coming. Oh, some missiles hit. He's down to 800. Any more? Here's one more. The shield is up. No, there's no Navy left, and now all of Blinchik's Navy can just win the game. Just head over to the Esperanto's main base, and that was an all-in snipe. Maybe if he had gone for it earlier, it would have been better. He very nearly did it. I mean, I think it just shows the power of snipes. Blinchik was down to 800 HP there. Despite having a lot of anti-air, dodging almost all the naval fire, and then killing the Navy. The land did not get through. Look at this. And yet, even after all that, he still was dropped down to 800 HP. Oh, there's an ace unit transport now. I don't know what upgrades he has other than T2. But here he comes, and oh, there's sneaky scouts coming for him. He's on radar, and actually there's a cruiser here he may fly into. And now he's been spotted. I don't really think this can do anything. But let's see if he lands. Here comes the air to shoot him out of the sky. Where's he gonna land? He's not gonna land. This is his grave. There he goes. Well, that was he almost did it. He almost pulled off the snipe, but Blinchik did some very nice dodging. So I think that was a nice game from Blinchik, just showing that you can play defensively and come back that way. Espiranto, I guess, was a bit too eager to make things happen, and I mean, he's just small margins. If he kills the TMD instead of going for power, that's much better. If he kills the HQ instead of going for power, that's far better again. And maybe that would have been enough for him to not have to feel like has to go for a snipe. He also had a very good T2 naval force. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff he could have done instead of sniping, but I guess he just was eager to make things happen, and unfortunately for him, Blinchik just defended everything. Just about. I mean, he barely defended everything, but he did. And so he comes out the victor. Well played. Both these players, once again, go check out the ladder league tables and try to get your name up to the top in whatever bracket you find yourself in. Good luck, have fun, and thanks for watching.